middle of the center of the court, and she slows it down. She's going to be double-teamed right at half court. Gives it over to number 3 in Washington. Gives it inside to number 22. That
was number 32 for the Comets of Delana Eves.
And Lady Trojans take control on the right-hand side. That is number 2. Kaiva brings it all the way by herself. What a move. That's her first 2 points here in the first quarter. 4:28. The clock continues to run.
Number
Your
2.
Score, 6 for the Comets and 4 for the Lady Trojans. Almost taken away. It is taken away.
Wow.
Trojans take control.
Give it over to
Katu. But it is going to be a foul against number 5, Asia Todd. That's her first tonight.
Asia Todd, again, the foul on the Comets. That'll be the 4th foul in the game for the Comets so far in the team-wise. 6 overall for both teams, and this is going to bring number 2, Journey Kaku, the guard forward freshman, to the line. She'll shoot 2.
Puts the first one up, and it is good. 4:15 here in the first quarter. We have a 1-point ball game.
Kaku, right?
The second one is up, and no good, just a little bit short. Gives it to number 12, gets the ball, and it's going to be a foul. Going to foul against number 24 in Swai Batin will get the foul. That's going to be her first tonight. Correction, the second one for her tonight.
Swin Bastion. Number 24, Swin Bastion. That's her second foul in the game so far. Substitution coming in for the Trojans. That's Tia Moore, the center junior at 5'10", number 25. Comets and leading by 1, 6-5, and they go back into motion with the ball.
Washington get on the left-hand side. Coach Marlon Lee calls a play. She goes from left side to the right side, all the way up to the right side, gives it over to in the corner. Inside to number 34, puts it up, and it's going to be no good. She throws it away. And it's going to be tipped off against the Lady Trojans, so the Comets do keep the ball.
Comets up by 1 point right now. Comets will bring it back inbounds by number 5, Asia Todd, the guard forward senior at 5'10". She'll bring it back inbounds, as looks like number 3, Syasia Washington. She had a great game last night against Corinth Holder. Back into play. Comets back.
Jada Scott wants the ball, but it is tipped out of bounds once again against the Lady Trojans, so the Comets take control. With 3:52 here in the first quarter, we have a low-scoring game so far, and gives it inside to number 34 in Scott. She puts it up, and no good. And big offensive rebound by number 32, Miss Eve, Delaney Eves. It's going to be up for a 2-point shot here. That was a foul.
Foul on number 25. That's her first foul for the Trojans. That's Tia Moore, the center junior at 5'10". And this will bring number 32 of Delana Eves, the power forward, sophomore at 5'10" to the line. She'll shoot 2. First one's up, no good.
First one's up is no good, so she'll get one more here. Only 3:46 here in the first quarter. She's looking for her first points this evening. Puts it up for the second one, and it's good. Nice little stroke there. She has 1 point on this evening. 3:46, the clock will continue to run. Number 2 will bring it, it's Kaiva, brings it all the way up to the center of the court, gives it back over to number 5, and gives it back up to Kaiva, over to Miss Hicks at the top of the key. And Kaiva wants a long 3, in and out. Controlled by number 34, Miss Scott. She gives it to Asia Scott, tries to get it outside. There's Delaney. And puts it up. That's an erratic 2-pointer, but it is
jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to go to the Comets. Clayton will have possession on the jump ball, and this will give the ball back to Clayton here after that jump ball. Substitution coming to the game. Number 23, Mackenzie Henninger, the guard sophomore at 5'7". Comets are up by 2 right now, 7-5, 3:23 in the first. And they get back to play.
Alexa Watson comes out
of
the ball game, but it's taken away by Lady Trojans. That is number 4.
Nima Hicks
goes up by herself, and almost a nice little pretty play. But
Eves on the rebound.
It's taken away by Asia Todd, and it's going to be a foul. That's going to be against number 5, Tucker. Sydney Tucker, that's her first tonight.
Sydney Tucker, the wing sophomore for the Trojans. That's her first to the foul as Trace Ned. 3:14, Comets up by 2.
And Miss Washington will bring it into bounds. She brings it up slowly, finally gets past half court, and she calls one more play. Brings it to the left-hand side. She wants Todd on the right-hand side. They finally get down low to number 34 in Scott. She puts it up, and it's going to be out of bounds. Tipped away by number 25 in Miss Moore of the Lady Trojans, so the Comets will be under their basket. Number 23, Miss Henninger, will get it over to Asia Todd on the left-hand side. No good. And it's once again, it's off the Lady Trojan. They're fighting for the ball here, but it's tipped out of bounds by the Lady Trojans. So number 23, once again, Henniger will be the inbounder. Looks for Asia Todd, gives it over to Miss Scott down low. And it's
nobody
blocked
home
again.
For the fourth time. They have played defense and slamming the ball out of bounds, but as soon as they touch the ball, the Comets are not the last to touch it. The Trojans are, so the Comets get the ball back. Substitution, Unique Best, the 4 junior 5'6" now coming in the game as Jadea Scott takes a sit, the captain, 34.
Tia Moore, number 25, is playing extremely well down low so far. Asia Todd will get on the left hand. Nice little move to get inside. Puts it up for the long 2, and it's good. That is Asia Todd
for 2 points. And the Comets are up by 4 as the Trojans come back up courtside.
That's 8 points for Asia Todd so far here in the first quarter. 2:32, the clock continues to run. Your score, 9 for the Comets and 5 for the Lady Trojans. And the Lady Trojans tries to get inside, gives it over to Kaiba, number 2, and she's double-team a erratic throw or try to get to pass. I don't know if she tried to shoot that or passed it.
Double dribble or traveling violation called. And this will give the ball back to Garner. Yes.
So 2:19. They're going to get inbounds. Number 11 for the long 2, long 3, and it puts it up and good. That is Miss Brown. That's her first basket this evening. Washington quickly gets it over to the inside. Henniger. It is blocked. Number 25 Moore once more. Kaiba, number 2, brings it all the way up. She is triple team. Somehow still gets it off. But Henniger is fighting for the ball, but is taken away by Brown and tries to get it inside to Miss Moore, and it is tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay Garner's basketball.
Yeah, Brown was actually the one inside the paint tray trying to fight for the basket, and it's going to get a stoppage of play here for a moment.
So 154.
25 had so much contact there, she had to tie her shoes back. Tia Moore.
Hey, the way she's playing down low, she can do anything she wants right now. And number 12 for the Garner tries to get it inside. She does, but she misses it. Moore gets the rebound. Outside to number 5 in Tucker. Puts it up for the long 3, and no good. That was Kaiva, number 2. It's going to be a turnover for the Lady Trojans, so the Comets will take control.
Comets are out in front by 1:42 in the first period. Comets come back up court with the ball, led by Washington.
Washington gets the left-hand side. She gives it over to Henniger on the far left three-point shot. Gives it over to Asia Todd on the right-hand side. They are playing left to right, and Asia Todd trips and is taken away, but she decides to somehow
the battle of the fives there for a minute.
Sometimes she keeps the ball, but it looks like number 34 is going to come back into the ball game. Jada Scott, the captain center, comes out Delaney Eves, the power forward sophomore, 5'10 sophomore. So Asia Todd is going to be the inbounder. Gives it over to Washington. Right beside half court. Washington brings it up to left-hand side. She makes a nice little move. Blocked!
Wow.
Blocked again by number 12 in Chenault. And she brings it all the way after the block, gets her own rebound, but taken away by Miss Scott. And there's Washington straight up the middle of the court. She puts it up right at the free throw line. It's no good. And rebounded by Chenault once more. She brings it up all the way by herself again. There's a layup. She misses the layup. Offensive rebound by Brown. She puts it up. No good.
1 minute left to go in the first.
Asia Todd is going to get the rebound. She brings it up. 54 seconds remaining. And Henniger almost loses the ball, but gets it inside to Miss Moore. Puts it up for no good. Puts it up for the layup, but she's no good. Just a little bit too hard. Defensive rebound by Chenault. And she gives it over to number 11 in Brown. Gets it inside.
Trying to slow the pace down now, Trey.
Exactly. Washington picks up. Nice little pickup move right at the three-point line. And number 12 puts it up for the short two. And it's a defensive rebound on Miss Scott. She gives it over to Asia Todd. Henniger, she is picked up once more. Wow. Blocked. Do they call a foul?
They're going to call a foul on that one. Foul on number 12, it's looking like.
That's her first foul
on Garner.
But how impressive is the Lady Trojans tonight down low with the bigs that Comets bring into this ball game. I mean, we're seeing more out of the Lady Trojans tonight we've heard about.
Yeah, that's true. And, of course, very impressive by seeing these young ladies making some big plays is, again, number 23 at the line, Mackenzie Hanninger, the guard sophomore at 5'7". Yeah. She missed her first shot.
She made the first one.
She's going to come back to the line and shoot another one. This is also the 6th-team foul on the Trojans. And she makes both of them, dunks both shots, so it's good. And the Comets are up now by 3 with 20 seconds remaining in the first period.
And number 11, Brown, will almost lose the ball. It is taken away, and the Lady Trojans gets the ball back. Number 15 gets it inside to number 25 in Moore, and it's no good. Aja gets Miss Todd gets the defensive rebound, brings it all the way up by herself. 4.3 seconds left, and she's going to be fouled against number 15. That is Miss Bridges. That's her first tonight. So Miss Todd is going to get 2 shots here. And
Anastasia Bridges, the guard junior, number 15 for the Trojans. That's the first foul, 9th overall.
She puts out the first one.
7th overall.
What a great, nice little shooting stroke by Miss Asia Todd, the Liberty commit. And number 32, Delaney Eves, has come back into the ball game for Miss Washington, number 3.
17 foul on Garner, 4th on Clayton as it's 2.8 seconds left to go in the first period. Comets are up by 4, 12-8 right now.
Todd puts it up and no good, just a little bit too hard. 2.8 seconds, looks like they're going to let the clock roll out right now.
There's the horn, it blares, that's the first. As it stands, Comets are up by 4, 12-8. And Trace Knight, 17 fouls on Garner, 14 fouls on Clayton. What's your thoughts of how the first half of for the first period of play has been so far?
I'm impressed with what the Lady Comets are doing right now, and Coach Martin Lee, who just walked up and looked at the stat books and fouls here. But even though they've already had, the Lady Trojans already has 5 blocks in the first quarter, they're still going down low. Now, you said there's 7 fouls against the home team tonight because the Comets continue to push the ball down low over to Jada Scott, the captain senior, and they're going to continue that the entire night. We've seen that out of the first 2 games of the Comet season, and they're doing that tonight.
That's exactly right. And again, we'll get ready for the second period. Trace Knight on the play-by-play call. Wesley Alton here with you on color. We'll flip-flop things for the second half of play. I like how you're all nicely dressed up.
Hey, no,
man. You got shirts and ties on.
A little bit chilly outside. I got to put my vest on.
And a tie on as well.
Got to make it look nice.
Getting ready for the second period of play. The Clayton Comets are the away team here at Gardner Magnet High School. They're wearing the traditional blue shorts with blue jerseys, white lettering. And the Garner Trojans are the home team. They are wearing blue and gold with white shorts and white jerseys. We had to throw out what colors they're wearing. I have a habit of doing that.
It's okay. It's all right. So
hey, at least we can see their numbers.
I was thinking that too. I know. So Lady Trojans take control.
Second underway.
Lady Trojans take control at the beginning of the second quarter, and Asia Todd is
foul.
Number 21 in that is Miss Wilkins, Nia Wilkins, and that is Asia Todd's second tonight. So she's going to get 2 shots here.
Who did they call the foul on?
Asia Todd. Number 5. That's her second tonight.
Okay. And she misses her first shot.
Miss Wilkins misses her first. She'll get 1 more here.
Nia Wilkins, the forward freshman.
Up.
5'9",
no good.
Misses it. And there's a whistle called again?
Yes, it was a line
violation.
Yep.
Line violation against Clayton.
Miss
Henniger, another shot.
Mackenzie Henniger just a little bit too quick with those feet.
Just
to get 1 more shot here. Puts it up. And no good. Short. Controlled by number 11 in Watkins. She brings it all the way up, gives it over to Washington, and it's going to be out of bounds against the Comets. The Lady Trojans take control. 7:46 here in the second quarter.
You know, Travis, one thing I've been watching is the mental mistakes on the Comets themselves. Out of bounds, putting the ball out of bounds, and making their mistakes, losing it is costing them here.
Exactly right. And we have a travel. We have a travel against number 4 in Miss Hicks, Nia Hicks. So the Comets are going to take control. You're exactly right, Wesley.
Nima Hicks.
You're exactly right. Again, 7:38. This is the beginning of the game. We've seen both programs, the men's and women's, start extremely slow. It's just like the football program. They started slow, and it hurt them in the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
But this right now, we're going to look in the second quarter for the Comets to take control. And it looks like Miss Scott will tip it off of her feet, and it's going to be a turnover for the Comets. Lady Trojans are going to take control. The inbounder is going to be number 24. Gives it over to number 6, Kaiba. And she brings it to the right-hand side. They're going to play right to left. Gives it over to Hicks, number 4. Back over to Miss number 2. And inside to Moore, but it's taken away by Asia Todd. She brings it to the right-hand side. She finally slows it down. 7:07. The clock continues to run. And she gets it inside to Miss Henniger.
I love the feet work by Todd.
Exactly right.
She's doing really good.
Outside to Wilkins, inside to Miss Scott, back outside to Todd, then back inside to Henniger, and number 23 almost moves her feet.
Good passing
between
the Comets as well. Nobody trying to be ball hogs.
Yep. Miss Henniger puts it up for the long tube, controlled by Jada Scott.
Oh, there's a traveling call on Clayton.
A traveling call, so it's going to be a turnover for the Lady Comets. So the Lady Trojans are going to take control.
Call that a traveling call. The ball's on the ground. They're fighting for it. I don't know where that came from, but it is what it is. Journey Kaku brings it back into play.
6:36. She brings it to right to left. It's almost taken away.
Still. Nope. Nope, not yet.